his name is...
It's John Bunday. It is Wednesday, 12th of February, and RPG number 2 is finished. And it is Illusion of Gaia, or Illusion of Time if it was PAL, on the SNES. So this is a game that I've been aware of the Quintet trilogy, Quadology trilogy. Thanks to YouTube. I never actually heard of these games because I didn't have a SNES growing up. But people talk about these series of games on YouTube, made me very interested in them, and people on the internet generally like talking about SNES classics. So I knew eventually I would get to them one day. And back during the 52 challenge in 2023, I played Soul Blazer, which is like the first of this series. It's not like, they're not like story kind of, there's some kind of like sequel stuff, but it's not like proper like, this is hard sequel. I don't want to spoil anything. So yeah, I played that, really enjoyed it. They are action RPGs, so it's like, well, I was explaining it to a friend of mine. So it says like Link to the Past, and I'm like, well, kinda, but no. So with Illusion of Gaia, the way that there is kind of like a level up is that when you go into dungeons and things and you attack monsters in each kind of area, if you clear out all the enemies in that area, then you will get an increase of either health, so that you can have a bigger health bar, an increase in strength, so you hit harder, or you're increasing defense, so you take less damage. One of those three things. And that's how you can kind of like level up across the game. So you don't necessarily have to clear out. There are some rooms that you have to defeat certain enemies to unlock paths, but you don't have to beat all the enemies. But doing so makes you stronger, so you're incentivized to do it, which is what I did, because some of the bosses can give you a bit of a hammering if you're not careful. So, but yeah, you play as Will. You're living with your grandparents because your dad is gone off being an explorer and your mum sadly died. And then suddenly one day, the king summons you to his castle, and then things go from there. But before you go to the castle, it's revealed that you have like psychic powers, because you can like make a statue come towards you, and things go from there. And then you end up going on a globe-trotting adventure to find the 6 mystic statues. And this is Earth, so you get to go to some Inca ruins, you go to the Great Wall of China. So yeah, it's this game is like hard going for its story. That's what it's all about. And there is very little backtracking. Like, unless I'm very missing it, you can't. Once you cross the ocean and then cross the ocean again, you cannot go back. You can go kind of like across like the continent you're on to go back to previous towns, because you have to for some things. But other than that, like, if you wanted to go and talk to someone who you left behind in your starting town, you ain't doing that. So, but yeah, it's a fantastic game. I actually started playing this just after New Year, so this I've been playing with my oldest son. It's the first game we've beaten together this year. I did all the combat. He would like do some walking around towns, but by the end he even stopped doing that. But he still wanted to play the game. He still wanted us to get through it, even though he wasn't doing that much controlling anymore. Even my wife said, he's not really playing that much. And I'm like, I offer it to him, but he's like, no, you do it. So like, but yeah, so definitely worth playing. And I honestly believe Square will re-release these. I think once they've got through like the older Dragon Quest games that are doing through the HD remakes, I think they'll probably do this series. They'll be idiots if they don't. But yeah, Illusion of Gaia. So RPG 2 is finished.